Melania Trump is furious. The woman who wants to be First Lady is taking on several media outlets that she says printed false reports about her personal life. Now Melania is threatening to sue. Les Trent.
Joke. Funny thing to say. He's had a real problem with Elon from the beginning of this thing, but it's like he's in this leftist. He is in the most leftist thought bubble available, which is Hollywood, and I think also he. Famously, there's some videos of him in blackface, and those came out, and he had apologized for them. And I think he took that hit and really doubled down the other direction.
Jimmy Kimmel. For the fourth time, Kimmel hosted the Oscars before an adoring crowd of Hollywood stars who laughed and curried favor with the man who wore blackface so many times he's second only to Justin Trudeau in his fondness for the practice. Yes, some of the very same celebrities who wanted you to believe they were horrified after yours truly said in 2018 that people used to don dark makeup in order to imitate well-known black celebrities, and it wasn't a big...
Jimmy Kimmel is getting sued for $100 million by Melania Trump. Yeah, like real lawsuit. And no, this isn't some tabloid drama or late night bit. This is happening. And bro, Joe Rogan and Megyn Kelly, they did not hold back. This whole thing just turned into a roast session for the ages. And honestly, Kimmel might want to sit this one out, like... forever. Because when Rogan and Megyn tag team to rip you apart on top of $100 million lawsuit, you are done. Finished. This ain't a skit. This is your career getting sued and roasted at the same time. Let's break this mess down.
And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
Late night comics would come on, and they occasionally would make us laugh, Pierce. I mean, occasionally they understood that they were in the game of making everyone laugh. As you know, they've abandoned that game now, and they're just political operatives out there. Colbert, Kimmel, Seth Meyers, who I struggle to even mention that guy's name. He's such an absolute. So
here's the deal. Melania Trump, who like 99% of the time just minds her own business, finally said, enough. She's suing Jimmy Kimmel for defamation, claiming he crossed the line years ago and just kept pushing. And honestly, he did. I mean, this dude mocked her accent, made her a running punchline on late night TV, and treated her like some weird cartoon version of herself, over and over, for years. And now, she's done being the silent first lady. She wants $100 million. And honestly, after everything he said, she might get it. So of course, Joe freaking Rogan had thoughts. And when Rogan's got thoughts, oh, you better believe they come with a flamethrower and a side of elk meat.
There's not a chance in hell that this is funny or gonna work. And when you see those flat, corny, late night monologue jokes with no audience, Colbert, there's Jimmy Kimmel, there's Fallon. What they're doing is just like reading off of a teleprompter. So a bunch of really good joke writers wrote them some stuff, and then they're playing to the audience, and the audience is like laughing, so they get this feedback, and they know how to do that. They stand there, and there's applause signs, and then there's producers. There's the warm-up guy that's literally telling people to clap. They're like, okay, explaining to the people, okay, when Jimmy comes out, I want a big round of applause.
He basically said, yo, Jimmy, you built your whole career off fake empathy and weak jokes, and now it's coming back to bite you. And the thing is, Rogan didn't just call out this one lawsuit. He went in on Jimmy's entire vibe. Like, remember when Kimmel did blackface multiple times and somehow still got a late night show? Yeah, Rogan brings that up multiple times. He's like, wait, the guy who lectured America about morality is also the guy who did full-blown blackface impersonations? I mean, come on. Rogan's whole point is this. You can't sit on TV and pretend to be the moral police while also being the king of past cringe. That doesn't work anymore, especially not when people are watching everything now. Cancel culture? Nah, this is consequence culture. There's a difference. Now, if Rogan brought the flamethrower, Megyn Kelly came in with the freaking legal sniper rifle.
Do you know how much it costs to produce Jimmy Kimmel's show? I guarantee you it's tens and tens of millions. It could be as much as 100 million. I have no idea. You know how much Tucker's video cost? Nothing. You know how much Jimmy Kimmel, how many people he gets tuning in on an average night? Just last week, his average was, in the overall, meaning all viewers, 1.5 million. In the key demo, 236,000. Tucker would have been embarrassed to to pull that on any night he was on the Fox News.
She called Kimmel a fraud in a suit. Her words, not mine. She said he hides behind jokes so he doesn't have to admit how nasty and personal he really is. And she tore apart how he treated Melania like some easy target just because, you know, Hollywood hated Trump. Megyn basically said, look, we all get it. You didn't like Trump. Fine, but turning his wife into your personal punching bag for applause, that's not comedy, that's just lazy. And honestly, she's not wrong. Kimmel didn't roast politicians with actual power. He went after the first lady who literally never did anything to him just to get claps from people who already agreed with him. That's not edgy, that's just safe and cheap. Alright, here's where it gets hilarious. So Jimmy Kimmel big network show, late night slot, Hollywood backing, he's pulling what? 1.5 million views, maybe. Meanwhile, Rogan's podcast, 10, 15, sometimes 20 million per episode. And he's just sitting there, eating steak and talking to his buddies. Gutfeld, he's crushing, way more views. Like, way more. Even random YouTubers are doing better numbers than Kimmel lately. And now this lawsuit, it's like Melania just slapped a big ol' L on his forehead and said, here. Frame it.
I will tell you, he's not the worst. The Daily Show has the worst ratings. They only have 366,000 people watching that show. During the Jon Stewart years, it was over 2 million. Now it's down to 300,000. Seth Meyers, absolutely dreadful. He doesn't even have 1 million, 778,000. I mean, for network television, this is, you don't have to pay for it. It's there when you turn on your TV, you plug it in. That's a dreadful number. Greg Gutfeld on cable, which you do have to pay for, it has more than double the numbers of Seth Meyers. Jimmy Kimmel, 1.5 million averaging, also equally horrible. And then there's The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, who back when I was there, 2017-18, he was averaging 2.3 million a night. Now he's down to 1.3 million, Jesse. And he cannot afford the You Are Toxic controversy because he's also pulling in reportedly over $15 million a year. So you got all that money for 1.5 million in audience, which is a nothing. I mean, the middle of the day on Fox News gets that. Or at least used to before the Tucker controversy.
Look, whether you like Melania or not, this moment kind of hits different because for years, late night guys like Kimmel have been untouchable. Like, they could say anything and no one pushed back. But this is pushback. This is Melania saying, you don't get to dehumanize me every night on TV and then hide behind just jokes. And I respect that. And Rogan, he put it best. He said, if you dish it out, be ready to take it. And if you can't, maybe you were never that funny to begin with. Boom, mic drop. Anyway, man, this whole thing is wild. Kimmel's getting sued. Rogan's roasting him. Megyn Kelly's throwing legal haymakers. And Melania, she's not backing down. So yeah, drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, seriously, do you think Melania has a case? Or is this just Hollywood getting hit with karma? Smash that like button if you're tired of late night hypocrisy. Hit subscribe if you want more roast style breakdowns like this. And I'll see you next time when another celebrity forgets the internet has receipts. Peace.